Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm talking about my top 10 most binge-worthy Netflix shows. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to say please give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button. Alright guys, so here's my top pick. Pretty Little Liars, you guys, is my absolute favorite Netflix show that there ever stinking was. I love this show so much. It is 7 seasons long. It's super intensely drama craziness. You're gonna feel like super chaotic, just nuts the whole time you're watching it, and it's fantastic. However, they are taking it off Netflix in July, so if you want to watch it, make sure to watch it before then. So like I said, you'll need to binge watch it literally because it's going off of Netflix. But when it goes off Netflix, you still need to watch it, so find a way to watch it because it's binge worthy any way it goes. But definitely absolute favorite Netflix show that there ever was. My second favorite Netflix show is Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things for so many reasons, but I think Stranger Things has been a thing since like 2015 or 2016. Either way, my husband and I watched it when it was brand new. We've seen season 1, we've seen season 2. Season 3 is coming out on July 4th this year. So, if you have not seen it yet, you need to watch all of the episodes in season 1, season 2, and they are shorter seasons than a normal season. I think they're like maybe 8 to 10 episodes per season. They're not like 24 episodes long or anything like that. But it's just an amazing show. You're going to fall in love with all of the cast and just all of the different things going on in the show. It's just so cool. It's such a great show. But if you've already seen them, you need to rewatch them because the 3rd season's coming out on July 4th, like I said. So that is it's an amazing show. I can't say enough about Stranger Things. I absolutely love that show. So my third favorite Netflix binge-worthy show is The Fosters. Now let me explain myself because as you guys know, I'm a Christian person, so you would be naturally shocked to know that I like The Fosters. Here's the reason why I like The Fosters. I love the characters. I love the drama in The Fosters. That's why I like it so much. But I probably wouldn't recommend it to just anybody. But it's a really good show, in my opinion. So I do love The Fosters. I have seen it 3 times over again. So if that tells you anything, I think it's definitely binge-worthy. Number 4 favorite binge-worthy show on Netflix is 13 Reasons Why. You guys, I love this show. It's such a realistic show. Like, it takes place in a high school. I won't tell you much about it in case you haven't seen it and want to watch it, but it's such a realistic thing. There is so much violence and drama that goes on in this show, and it just takes you kind of through bullying and cyberbullying and just in-person bullying and what that can really do to somebody that is that age, or any age for that matter, but it's so realistic. Like, you take a look at the show and you think that would never happen, or those kinds of things aren't happening. Like, those are just too harsh, or it's actually very realistic, and I can actually relate to some of the characters in that show, and just having gone through high school myself, obviously, only like 7 years ago, it's so realistic. So if you have not seen 13 Reasons Why, you definitely should see that. I have seen it through twice, and I think that they're coming out with a 3rd season this year, and I'm so pumped to see that. So good job, Selena Gomez. I think she's the one that like kind of helped direct that show, and she did a phenomenal job. So that's my number 4 favorite. Number 5 binge-worthy Netflix show is Gilmore Girls. I know what you guys are all thinking. You're thinking, why is it number 5? Like, it's such a good show, and we know you love it. If you know me at all, you know I love Gilmore Girls. And it's number 5 on this list, and here's the reason why. I've only actually ever seen Gilmore Girls 1 time. So, and I basically did binge watch it. I watched like all 7 seasons. I think there's 7 seasons. Yeah, I think there's 7. I watched all 7 seasons within like 3 weeks, so I did binge watch it, I guess, and it was such a good show when I watched it. It's pretty wholesome in and of itself. I did not like A Year in the Life, Gilmore Girls. I hated it. Thought it was terrible. So I know some of you guys loved it. Some people hated it. Some people loved it. I did not like it at all. But I technically haven't watched it again, so I put it as number 5 because I loved the show, but I really haven't binge watched it more than once. My number 6 favorite binge-worthy watching Netflix show is the show You. It's YOU. It's pretty new to Netflix. It's probably within, I would say, the last 6 months, maybe a year. And it's just a really good show. I would recommend it to any adult. I would not recommend it to probably people under the age of like 18. It's got some sexual factors in it. So if you don't like, that's my bottle warmer, by the way, if you're wondering what that beeping is. But if you don't like things like that, then you can just fast forward through those parts. But it's just a really, really, really good show. And fun fact, so Dan from Gossip Girl is actually the main character of You, and I did not know that because I had never seen Gossip Girl. I actually watched Gossip Girl after I watched You, and I was like, holy crap, that's Dan. Like, I would recommend watching Gossip Girl before you watched You, because Dan takes on a whole new character, and meaning if you watch them the opposite way. Unfortunately, Gossip Girl is not on my list here because I've only ever seen that show once, and it got off to a really rough start. I didn't know that I would like it as much as I did, and it was really slow, so not binge-worthy in my opinion. Number 7 is Dead to Me. If you have not seen this show, you need to watch it. It's the perfect cross between comedy and like what the heck is going on, like kind of like a suspenseful type of show. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. And I think pretty much a lot of people would agree with me in saying that, because I saw on Facebook, on Instagram, people were actually posting that they were watching like Instagram stories and stuff where they were watching Dead to Me, and they were like, you need to watch this show. So it's a really, really, really good show. I think it's actually very, very new to Netflix, maybe like within the last 2.5, 3 months. So if you haven't seen that show, go watch it. It's hilarious. It does have a little bit of language in it, so if you're not fond of that, I would say maybe don't watch it around kids or don't have kids in the room, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of F words. The blonde-headed character, the main character, I don't know her real name, but she says a lot of F words. So that's your fair warning. Number 8. What If? If you haven't seen that show, I would say go watch it, but here's the thing. You have to have like a taste for like really weird, kind of suspenseful, weird, twisted shows to like that show. So I would say if that's not really your thing, don't watch it. For me, it was almost like I was hanging on the edge of a cliff every time an episode ended, and I needed to watch the rest of it. I watched all 10 episodes of that in an entire day and the next morning. So if that tells you anything, I just could not stop watching it. I needed to see like what was going on. And right now I'm on maternity leave, which is why I had so much time in front of the television, because I'm basically taking care of him all day. So hold on one second. I had a lot of time on my hands, and I was just watching this show, and I was just watching it episode after episode after episode, and it was so good. So if you haven't seen What If, and you like those kinds of twisted, kind of weird shows that leave you on the edge of your seat, that's the show for you. You will binge watch it, I promise. It's crazy. It's really good. Number 9 is Fuller House. This is kind of your more wholesome, family, fun type of binge watching. So if you have small children, you can watch the show. If you have even teenage children, or just like you and your husband or whatever, you can watch the show. It's such a good show. I actually was not a fan of Full House, so I didn't think that I would like Fuller House, but I love Fuller House. I love it. I think it's so funny. It's so cute. I love Candace Burr. I think that's how you say her name. Maybe it's not Cameron. It's Candace Cameron. Never mind. I don't know. Never mind. I like DJ from the show. I think she's great. I love everything she stands for. Anyway, so watch Fuller House if you haven't seen that, and you don't even necessarily need to be a fan, like I said, of Full House, because I wasn't, and I love the show Fuller House. I even like Kimmy Gibbler, which, like, hello, she's really annoying, but, like, I really like her a lot, so I don't know. My last binge-worthy Netflix show on my list, number 10, is Jane the Virgin. So I've been watching this show for a really, really long time. I feel like I don't even know. It's so funny to watch it because, like, when if my husband, like, comes in the room while I'm watching it, like, he does the narrator's voice because he knows that it's, like, this cheesy, like, super weird, I don't even know, like, the show itself has, like, a narrator in it, and he, like, narrates what's going on in the show, and it's just really funny. But if you haven't seen Jane the Virgin, it's pretty funny. It's all about this this woman who got, like, artificially inseminated with somebody else's baby, like, on accident, and that's why it's called Jane the Virgin. So she has this baby, and she's a virgin for like most of the show, and then she gets married, and so it's a really, really funny show, and yeah, so I really like Jane the Virgin. I would recommend it. I would watch it. It's funny, I think. I also think that I can never, ever figure out if I like Michael or Raphael more, like, cute-wise, on a cute factor. Like, I think Michael always, but I never know. And I hate Petra with all of my might. I don't like her character at all. But anyway, so yeah, guys, that's my list. That's my top 10 most binge-worthy Netflix shows, in my opinion, that there are out there. I've seen so many Netflix shows. I counted the other day, and I don't even think I finished, but I was like almost to 40 shows that I've watched. Not binge watched, but watched on Netflix. So these are my top 10 most binge-worthy Netflix shows. But I did want to say, you guys know that I'm a huge fan. If you know me at all, you know I'm a huge fan of Friends. The reason that Friends is not on this list is because I don't necessarily think it's binge-worthy. I love Friends. I've seen it probably 12 or 13 times all the way through. I fall asleep to it every night. I think it's hilarious. I love the characters. But I would never sit and just watch Friends, like, binge watch it. Like, that's just, to me, it's not really a binge-worthy show to watch. Basically because it's a TV show. It's not really like, I don't know, it's just is not something that I would sit down and, like, think that I would want to watch more episodes and more episodes and more episodes. Like, I love watching it when it's on, and like I said, like, I love falling asleep to it, and I think it's hilarious, and I love the characters, but it's definitely not binge-worthy in my opinion. So, I just got a lot shorter, by the way, because I was on my knees, and now I'm not, so let me move this down a little bit. There we go. And I have a different background than I normally have because I'm in my living room because the baby is about to need to eat. I didn't feel like going up to his room and coming back down here and going back up there, and didn't want to do that. So he's in his car seat. We just got home from my mother-in-law's house. So if you're watching this, Teresa, then I just came back from your house. But anyway, so I'm gonna hop off here. I do have a lot of videos coming out soon, so make sure to stay tuned for those. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you could, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you can see all of my videos that are coming out. And then make sure to hit the bell notification beside the subscribe button so that you get notified when my videos are out, so that way you make sure that you don't miss them. I have a lot of fitness, a lot of baby and mommy and lifestyle videos actually coming out pretty soon. I am getting stocked up on my YouTube videos because I'm going back to work on Thursday, and I'm so sad about it, but I can't think about it because it makes me too sad. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video.